Hey bitch. A different setting today. This is actually my small ass room. I think you should grab a little snack, grab some chips, grab some food, because we're going to be talking about wigs. We're going to be wig gossiping and wig talking. Do a story time on how I wore wigs, and then we'll get into more of the wig business. And years ago, I was 20 years old. Again, when I was young, you know, in my early, I'm not in my late 20s, but I'm in my mid 20s. When I was in my early 20s, I was a very weird girl. Like, I just like to do weird shit with my hair, and I love to experiment. I'm an Aries. That's just what I like to do. Like, I cannot just be basic. Like, I just love to experiment with hair and makeup and dating. Like, I don't know, I just like to experiment. So that's just my personality. I'm a very experimental type of bitch. Ooh! Okay, let's keep these down. Remember when I told you guys I graduated high school at 20? If you do not know this by now, you need to watch my latest story times. If you are Chrissy doll, you know everything mostly about me. Well, as far as I've told you, okay? Unless you a stalker, and we ain't talking to the stalkers out there, because it's a lot of motherfucking stalkers that know me in real life that's stalking. Anyway, but you know that I said that I graduated high school at 20 years old because I was a badass bitch and yada yada yada. So when it was time for me to graduate, like I said before high school, during high school, I never wore makeup, I never wore wigs. Ask anybody I went to high school with, I have pictures, I have proof. I'm not just saying that just to be like, oh, like, I've been doing this for a long time. Like, I really have. Like, I didn't choose the wig life chose you, bitch. So yeah, but in high school, I never wore makeup, never wore wigs, never knew nothing about wigs, never knew how to wear it. I'm from the island. Like, my mother is straight. We don't use a lot of chemicals. We don't do that stuff. Like, my mother still don't wear makeup to this day. My sister barely wear makeup. Like, I'm the only one in my family that beats my face to the gods and heavens and the angels. I'm the only one that does that, because my family is, being that they're from the Caribbean, they're very old school and very basic and classic. And I don't mean basic in a negative way. I just mean they're simple. They're simple type of people. You wear the hair that was God gave you. You wear the face that God gave you. Like, that's just it. So I remember it was time for me to graduate, and I'm like, you know what? I want to wear a weave. Like, I want my hair longer, like, because I think at that time they had cut my hair, and I got a horror story. It's gonna be called Dominican Salon in New York City Horror Story. Y'all don't understand. I'm gonna do a whole nother story time about that story. Dominican Salon Horror Story. Keep that in mind. That's coming soon. Was really short at the time. So I'm like, you know what? I want longer hair for graduation. I want to look a little bit glam. I didn't really know how to do my fucking makeup. I was just like, I just want to look a little bit glam, you know? Because there was a lot of glam girls that went to my school, and I just would look at them like, oh my God, I wish I had longer hair, but look at me now. But I'm like, I wish I had longer hair, and yada, yada, yada. So I remember, I'm like, Mommy, can you do my weave? I remember telling Mommy, can you do my weave? Mama, can you do my weave, please? And she's like, oh, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. So I don't know what happened, but I think she was so busy because it was like 4 of us. Like, she had 4 fucking kids, and she had to do everything, cook, clean, blah, blah, blah. So she was like, you know what? Why don't you go pay to get your hair done, because I cannot do it. So I'm like, who am I paying? First of all, I was not making that much money. I still ain't. So she was just like, you know, just go get your hair done, or whatever the case is. Like, I can't do it for you. And I remember it was the day of my graduation. I'll never forget this. Honestly, to be honest with y'all, I'll never forgive her for this. Like, because this is a big day. I was graduating high school. I went to 2 high schools. I've been through so much shit, dealing with different dudes, like getting arrested, like fighting, and I got a lot of story times on that. And listen, all through all of this, I don't want you to think that I was this thug. Through all of this, I was always Chrissy. I was always funny. I just smoked a lot of weed and did a lot of things and made a lot of bad decisions. I was like a rebel. I wasn't like a bad thug, will fight and cut girls' faces and jump. No, I wasn't into that. I was a sweet girl. I was just into drugs, and drugs altered my mind, and it made me do things I wouldn't normally do, like have sex with different people and, you know, hang out with people I wouldn't normally hang out with, and do a lot of crazy things. So my story times is from when I was on drugs and doing that stuff. Sound like a crackhead. So when everybody's judging me in my old story times and saying this and that, fuck you, because you're really judging somebody that was going through something, and I'm putting my story out there so that my young dolls don't have to do it. Anyway, so I graduated. I went through a lot in my high school, and I wanted to look pretty on this day. I'm like, I'm graduating, like I'm free, like I'm out this bitch, like I want to look nice. And she's like, I can't do your hair, you know, just try to do it yourself. Okay, so mind you, I told you I knew nothing about weaves, nothing at all, nothing, not a zip. This white girl, and she was showing how you put in clip-ins or whatever. So she's like, I didn't know how to sew in a weave. I didn't know nothing about quick weaves, wig caps you could put. I didn't know nothing. Clueless. I'm telling you guys, clueless. So I remember seeing this white girl. Shout out to all my white girls. Nothing against y'all, but I shouldn't follow what y'all do, because clearly, like, you know what I mean? So she's putting in clips. So she's clipping the clip-ins in her hair, and she's parting her hair. She's putting the fake hair in between the parts, you know, extensions. That's what they call extensions. So I'm like, you know what? I can afford, like, I couldn't afford like a lot of hair. So I'm like, maybe I can do like an extensions thing. I just want my hair a little bit fuller. I didn't want like a whole big weave lace wig, what I got on today. I didn't want that. I wanted something like classy, because back then I was kind of like basic and like, I just want a little something. I wasn't as glamorous as I am today. A little something. I remember going to my beauty supply store. I remember going to get some Janet Collection hair. Shout out to Janet Collection. Some clips. So I'm like, all right, I got the clips, I got the hair. Now how the hell do I get these clips on this hair, on this track? Not knowing that you're supposed to sew in the clips. I didn't know. So I'm like, okay, I'm at square one again. I don't know how to put this in my head. Like glue will put this in my head. That a girl, you are a smart girl, Chrissy. You can do this. Glue. I put the glue on each track, y'all. Tell me why your girl put the glue in her hair. Again, in case y'all ain't hear it correctly.
Your girl put the glue in her hair.
Took the track with the glue and I put it on my hair. Where did they do that? Why did I do that? I'm thinking, yeah, as soon as I put it in my hair, y'all, you would have thought I would have panicked. What? I was like, yes, that's how you do it. I know the secret. They thought they was fooling you, girl. They not fooling nobody. I got your secret. You take the glue, you put it on your hair. That's what I thought, right? All the tracks in, glue and all in my hair, right? And my hair, it was looking popping. I'm not gonna lie. It was looking full. It was looking longer. It was all good. It was in my hair. I was Gucci. I did a little bit of my makeup, went to my ceremony, got my diploma, and I was out this bitch. Peace out. Deuces. I'm done. I'm done with y'all. I don't gotta see y'all no more. I'm on to better and bigger things. You feel me? That, right? Like about a week or two. I'm like, okay, it was fun with these tracks. Now I want to get back to what I'm doing, to get back to my old self. Like, I'm out of high school, ain't nobody seeing me. Let me take these tracks out my damn head, right? So I'm going to go take these tracks out my head. Big mistake. Y'all know what happened. Y'all know what happened. When I was taking the tracks out, my hair was coming with the tracks. Yep, that's right. I was taking out my tracks and my hair. My real authentic hair that grew out of my head. That's what I was doing. Oh my God, I'm gonna be bald. My hair is falling out. What the hell? I didn't read about this on YouTube. Like, I was panicking. And I remember I got to the front of my head because my dumb self put it in the front. I took it out. I had a bald patch. I was patchy. I had a bald spot in my head from that track, y'all. My mama's gonna see my hair like it's bald as fuck. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So this was around the time, like after that or whatever, I got a wash and set. You know, I still had some bald spots or whatever, but I got a wash and set and I did the best that I could do because I didn't have a lot of money and I didn't know nothing about wigs or weaves. I was just kind of going with the flow and just living my life looking so dumb. Walking outside with bald spots in my head. I got pictures, y'all. So this was around the time when Amber Rose first came on the scene. I don't know if y'all remember when she first came on the scene with Kanye West. Everybody was like, who is this bad bitch with platinum blonde hair, shaved head? Like, I was obsessed. Because you know, I always wanted to be different. I always wanted to be glamorous. My story of how I transformed into this, and I know you're probably like, well, I'm glamorous, bitch. If you don't think I am, you know I am. I'm glamorous, and I will tell it right then and there. I worked hard to look like this. I worked hard, and I'm not even done. I'm not even done yet. But I worked hard to look like this. But I wanted to be so glamorous, and I was like, look at Amber Rose. She's so pretty. What if I shave my head? You know, that was like the new trend. Like, everybody was shaving their head and dyeing it. So I'm like, what if I shave my head like Amber Rose? I'm gonna be bad like her. So one day I was home bored looking at, you know, I'm looking online, looking at Media Takeout because that's all I got my like celebrity gossip from, and I'm looking at Amber Rose and I'm like, I want to be like Amber Rose. I want to be bad like Amber Rose. I want to look like Amber Rose, right? I took the clippers. My mother had some old ass clippers. I don't even think nobody in my house used them clippers. None of my brothers got their hair done clipped with that clippers. They went to a barber shop, so I don't know why she had these old ass clippers, but she had them. I remember taking them old ass clippers and shaving my head. I shaved it once. Let me tell you, when I first took off that first piece of hair, Erykah Badu's song started playing. Let's cue Erykah Badu's song. Erykah Badu's song was playing in my head. Jill Scott, India Irie, I felt like a new woman. You don't understand. I was like, what? This was, I'm not gonna lie. To be honest with y'all, that was a really amazing. To shave your head, I felt like free. Like, Cause all my life I've been like my hair, perms and straighten and da da da, and black girl and hair, and I want it to look nice like Spanish girls, and I want my hair to be beautiful. Like all my life I had to fight with my hair. You know, like just comparing it to other Spanish girls' hair, like why doesn't my hair look like that? And then having black girls asking me, are you black or Spanish? Because your hair looks like this. Like all my life I just went through all of those battles with my damn hair. So to be able to shave it off my head at that moment, I'm not gonna lie, I felt really like, I just felt free. I felt like I was in the Underground Railroad and I just escaped. I felt free. I was like, what? It was such a, no drug in the world can explain how I felt shaving my head. That's the ultimate, just to be able to, it was me like being a rebel, doing what I wanted to do. Like, yeah, mom, you made me get my hair done at this age and you permed it at this age, even though I didn't know what that was. I'm shaving it. I just wanted to see my bald head, then all hell broke loose. It took me a while, but she found out because I was sleeping on my bed and my dumb self going put a silk scarf on my head thinking, oh yeah, I could just tie my hair down like I got hair underneath. You know a silk scarf is silky. So I'm sleeping and my silk scarf comes off of my head as I'm sleeping, and my sister is looking at me like, what the hell? Why is you bald? Like, she was like, what, Mommy, Chrissy's bald? Like, she just went off, and then my mother found out that I was bald, and she was like, what's wrong with you? She thought that I was a lesbian. She thought that I was like a girl turning into a man. Like, that's what she thought, because she didn't understand that it was like a style. Mind you, I tell you, she's old school. She don't remember that it was a style. I was really worried about me. Like, she was about to call Bellevue Hospital. Like, she thought I was sick and mental and insane. And I shaved my head, and then after that, my hair started growing. Mind you, I've always had a perm, relaxer. So when my hair started growing, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And why I feel like this and why I look like this? Like, it was like little curls, and I'm not gonna lie, I was liking it. And I was like, I like the little Rico Suave little curls. Like, I didn't know that your girl had curls. Like, I always just had straight hair. So to have the curls, it just felt so free and beautiful, and I was feeling it. I was rocking it. You know, for a little bit, I definitely rocked the little curly look, the natural curls. I loved it. I'm not gonna lie, I did dye it at one point. I was like, you know what? I like the black curls, but let me dye it. I did relax my hair, and after that, I'm like, I have to start wearing wigs. I went to the wig store, and at first, I wore a lot of full wigs. Like, I never wore a lace front. I didn't even know what a lace front wig was. I started wearing full wigs, and I started creating them and turning them into half wigs because I didn't know anything about lace wigs. And I think at that time, lace wigs was very like, I don't know nothing about lace wigs. So what I started doing, I started wearing half wigs, and I used to relax my hair. No, I started wearing full wigs. I relaxed my hair, and then I would like push the wig back and take out my real hair to make it look natural, because it was just really like me experimenting. It was times where the wig looked really shiny and I wasted my money. There was times where I would have to work with what I had. If it was shiny, I would put some powder on it. You know, if it got really knotty, I would literally take an iron, put a washcloth wet on top of it, and iron it straight. Like, that's the type of little things I would do. And I know you're probably like, girl, you did all of that just for some wigs and just for some hair. Yes, because at the time, I didn't want to wear my hair short, so I had to wear wigs until my hair grew back. At first, me wearing wigs was just something where it was just like I don't know how to explain it, but it was something where, okay, until my hair grows to the length I want it, I'll just rock my little wigs, you know, and until then, I'll just do my little tips and tricks. And then 5 years later, it turned into a lifestyle. It turned into, I just wear wigs, whether my hair is long, short, thick, skinny, whatever, long all the way up to my ankles. I like to wear wigs. You guys have all these YouTube tutorials and videos, and y'all don't even have to buy no wig. Like, you got these gurus, aka me, that show y'all what wigs are good and what wigs are not good. So like, y'all don't even have to spend money on bad wigs. Y'all could just blow all your money on fabulous wigs, you know? But back in the day, I blew all my money on horrible wigs and horrible makeup, and just to find my right shade, my right texture, like everything. Like, that's my wig story. That's how I became the wig master. Yeah, that's, oh, my hair, I gotta put some more glue on that because you can see the black. Just gotta put some glue on that. But that's my story of how I started wearing wigs, why I wear wigs, how I went bald. That is the story. Let me give you guys a quick update on this hair because I get a lot of questions about it. Royalty Dream Hair, I have a video on her of how I make my full lace wig. It's not the best video on YouTube. I'm not a pro when it comes to making my wigs on camera. This looks like a frontal. This don't look like a closure. This looks like a frontal. Like, it's a closure, meaning it only comes from here to here. That's it. But I made it into like a mini type of frontal the way I sewed it. And You can turn the wig left and right. You don't need to have it parted left, parted right. You don't need to do that. You could switch the wig, turn it left and right, play with some hair, push it over to the side to make it look more natural. Let me tell you guys, manipulate these wigs. Stop just taking it out the box, wearing it, then spending money on another. Oh, okay, this wig is not a free part, so I can only wear it in the middle. I'm just gonna wear it in the middle, then buy another wig. Stop doing that. What are you doing? All you have to do, switch it to the side, left or right. You want a side part on the right? Switch it to the right. You want a side part on the left? Switch it to the left. If not, I don't always like a part because I feel like that's just annoying. Sometimes I always have a perfect part. I kind of like messy hair. That's just how I am. So I'll switch it to the right. As you can see, give me a little root realness. It's not a part. It's kind of how Time the Infamous, if you know her, this is how she wears her wigs. And people like to, oh, it looks fake and I can't see no part. Not everybody wears their wigs with a part, and that doesn't mean it looks unnatural. It's just a messy look. Get with it. Wigs are probably $70 and up. When I go online, it's cheaper. This is what I do. I go to the wig store, the beauty supply store. I try on all the wigs. Sometimes I buy them if I really like it. You know what I mean? I'm in the moment and I'm like, I gotta have it. But usually what I do is I'll take a few pictures. I don't know if you could take pictures in there, but I do. I try them on, take a few pictures, go home, Google the wig, and guess what? It's cheaper. So that's another little trick that you can do when it comes to wigs. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, it's always cheaper online. That's why so much for watching. Definitely subscribe. I will have more hair stuff. Let me show you a quick little sneak peek of the newest hair that I'm going to be styling for you guys right now. First, frontal. Yes! Let's give myself a round of applause. First, frontal. I'm not going to tell you where she's from, who sent it to me, none of that. Y'all going to have to stay tuned for the video, but this is how she looks. This wavy, 18 inches, yes. This frontal is going to be everything on me. Let me just try that on real quick. Woo! Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god. Oh, I look so weird with black hair. I don't know why. Y'all probably think I look weird with platinum blonde hair. I feel like I look weird with black hair. I don't know. I don't know. But she is virgin, as you can see, and I'm gonna have to dye her before I bring her on camera. Don't know what color I want to dye her. I'm thinking about a fall color, maybe like an orange. Not an orange, but like a pumpkin type of color. I don't know what color I'm gonna do with her yet. Maybe I might do ombre. I don't know, but this is how she looks. And I'm taking my time with her, so you might not see her for a little while. I would say maybe like mid-October, early October, late October. I have a lot of hair reviews in between that, but she's going to be last. I really want her to be quickly, and I know the wig company's probably like, hurry up, but I like to take my time when it comes to these wigs. I don't just like to, you know what I'm saying? It took me a few days to get this hair color the way I wanted it, because it was a lot that went on with this wig. Watch my latest video, but it took me a while to get it to the platinum blonde that I have it today. It took money and time, and it's gonna take money and time to get this to the way I wanted to get it. But that's all right though, that's okay. But that is all for this video. I'm tired of talking, So I will see you guys in my next video, but until then, keep slaying.